So we've got the entire soup from the web page, which is actually the source code, and we also got the source code of the divisions with class property row. And now we were able to grab the property price for only the first division, so for only the first box here. Now to get all the boxes we need to iterate. So dd to delete that, and for, let's say, item in all, okay. And actually I would like to keep the all printed out here so that you can see what all is. So if you forget of that for a moment, you're able to see what it is. So it's like a list. So for item in all, let me go here. So we'll be using the print method here, but I'd like to write it at the end because I don't want to add brackets now there. So it's good to have less brackets for now, for you to see this more clear, the code, the actual code. So we are going through the first item, which is this division here, and we want to apply the find all method to that item, or just the find method because we have only one h4 here. So find, and we want to find the h4 which has a class of prop price, and then what we want to get from this product is the text. And you saw that the text was a bit messy there, so we want to replace the \n with nothing, and then another replacement there. So there was space, and replace that with nothing. So it's the same line as here. And then you want to print this out, so add the print statement there. And yeah, that's it. Let's see how this goes. That was fast. So 725, 452. Yep, that's good. Alright, let me delete this to save some space. So we have all already defined here, so we don't need to add it here. And let's go now and extract this zero gateway. Doesn't look very a good example, so let's ignore that and extract this address here. So Winchester Boulevard, and that would be inspect. So that has a span tag with a class of prop address collapse. But you can see that you also have another class here, prop address collapse. So two classes. This is the address, and this is the name of the town. And look if you have other prop address collapses there. No, we don't. So prop address collapse. Let's add another statement here. Item. So those addresses are inside this all method again. So item find. Now if you use find this time instead of find all, what the script will do is it will grab the first occurrence of prop address collapse. So it will give you the Winchester Boulevard address, and it will ignore the second one. So it will ignore Oak Springs. So that means we need to use find all, and if you want to get this first line, you'd want to pass the 0 index to this result set list, and then an index of 1 for the next line. So we'll do that. That was a span tag with a class of, again, prop address collapse. So let me print this out to see what we have this for. So here is the price of the first property, and then we grab the result set list in here, which actually has two elements. So the address here, and then the name of the town with the state code here and zip code. So that means we need to apply here 0 index if you want to get the first one. Okay, and then let's see. So here is the first one, the first element. If you want the second one, you want to copy that and paste it here and pass 1 here. Execute, and here we go. I guess you want the text, so you want to apply the text method there. Great. And just for the sake of visibility, let's add another line at the end of the loop to pass an empty string. So now you can see the blocks more clear, and we've got 10 blocks there. Quite awesome, isn't it? So let's go now and extract the number of beds and the number of baths. So that is a span tag with a class info bed. And baths. Here is the other span class, info value full bath. Now here we got an issue. Now we need to be careful here, because we need to grab the number of the beds here, which is inside B tags. But the number of baths is also inside B tags. So you can go ahead and apply a find all method directly in this level. So directly under all. But that should probably cause some problems because you have multiple B's there, and so you've got also the area, which should be a B tag as well. Span class, yeah, it's a B tag. So sometimes you have 3 B tags, sometimes you have more. So there may be 2 solutions there. You can either assume that beds are always the first ones, and you can pass an index of 0 to the result set list. So you get beds, and then you get full baths with an index of 1, and 2 for this square feet here, and 3 for this. But I would prefer to do it in a more constructive way. So I'd like to go and extract these span tags first, and then I go inside each of the span tags and extract the value inside the B tag. So we've got span for info bed and for full baths, which is this one here. Yeah, actually this is listed as the third one. So beds are the first one, and square feet, the area is the second, and then full baths and so on. So we don't have to think about the order of them, we only need to grab the class names. So info bed. That means you want to access item find, just find in this case. So you want to find the span, and let's do first the beds, which was info bed. So let's print that out first to see if we are good to go. And so you get none for the first property, so this doesn't have any data for beds and baths, so you can't do anything about that. You just need to accept no data sometimes. And then here is the code, so the source code for the next one. Now here's the trick. If you apply the text method to this object, so it should be here, .text, you will get an error. And look closely what the error says. So it says non-type object has no attribute text. And that non-type object was this here, so none. which is a spatial object, and it doesn't have a text method available. So you need to count for that. And the way you count for these exceptions is by using a try and except statement. So you need to enclose this print statement here with try. So try this if it works. If it doesn't, do this other stuff here. So which is pass. So just ignore this non-types there. So again, try to get actually the text method out of these span tags, and if that is not available, then just pass to the next iteration of the loop. So let's try that. And yeah, now it's working. Now, as you can see, we got the text for the bit tag, but also the text of the span tag. So this is the text of the bit tag, and this is the text of the span tag. So if that's fine for you, you can leave it like that. But I'd like to have the plain number only. And to do that, you need maybe apply the find method. So we have, again, we have this source code. So we need to find inside that source code, we need to find the bit tag, and which doesn't have a class name, so we leave it like that. And we need to extract the text out of that bit tag, and that gives you the number only. So 4, 4, 5, and so on. So that's good. Now let's do the same. So I'll copy this block entire, and we'll do the same for the number of baths. Let's make a space here. And for the number of that was, so the area size, and this other thing here, so half baths. So we'll count for that too. So info square feet there would go here like that. Then we have info value full bath, and one more for the half baths. So that would be info value half bath. Execute, and we've got an indentation problem there. So try, this one is good, and this one is not good here as well. So you need to indent the statements after try and the statement after except. So execute, and let's see. Good. So 4 beds, and then 4 baths there. But then here we got the area of the property, so the order is not very good like this. In that case, we don't want to write pass here, but maybe we want to print none in those cases. So print none, and same here. Execute. And now it looks better. So now we know the order, that we know that we have 4 beds in this property, and the area size is not available, and then we have 4 baths, and then we don't have any information about the half baths there. So that is looking good. And I'd like to stop here and get some more data in the next lecture. Yeah, let's move on.